This week in the Missouri Senate, we review the other constitutional obligation for this past session.
At the beginning of session, we had two constitutional things we needed to do.
I have been told so many times on legislation, oh, don't worry, the courts are going to throw this out, and they don't.
Redistricting played a role in nearly every day of the 2022 regular legislative session. In the end, a new congressional map would take shape just as session ended. Senator Mike Bernskoetter of Jefferson City handled both House Bill 2117, the original congressional redistricting plan, and House Bill 2909, which was signed into law just last week.
I can't imagine that I've done much harder. Maybe raising my kids might have been harder, but I'm proud of our final results. We passed the map that met all the constitutional requirements, and it protected the districts, the Central Missouri District, the Southern districts, Kansas City, St. Louis, all those districts, all their interests.
A lot has been said about how redistricting was handled in Missouri, along with those who wondered just when a new map would have to be official, before March or before the August primary. Missouri Senate Minority Floor Leader John Rizzo of Kansas City says he was in the Missouri House of Representatives the last time redistricting happened in our state.
The two districts, obviously, that we really pay attention to are the 5th District and the 1st District, and I feel like we were in a solid position on those. Obviously, we'd like to see the 2nd District more competitive because we believe it is more competitive. Having said that, we have a constitutional duty to do it. I will tell you, 10 years ago, I distinctly remember doing that process, and it was extremely difficult.
Since House Bill 2909 contains an emergency clause, it took effect as soon as the governor signed it. Senator Bernskoetter says this means the legislative aspect of redistricting is now finished.
I appreciate Senator Schatz and Senator Rowden having the confidence in me to do this project. Great to have my colleagues' input on all this. We got the emergency clause put on, and we can get that process done, and the county clerks and the Secretary of State can get all the ballots and all that stuff that needs to be done. The process will be over.
Senator Rizzo says the length of time in getting new maps approved was probably predictable.
When the congressional members start calling and they start pulling on the strings of their constituencies and their state reps and their state senators, it makes it really hard. I think that it took so long to get to where we did on the maps because you just had too many chefs in the kitchen. And you have to have an ability, really and truly, to look at a congressperson and go, you're not going to get what you want.
The Missouri Senate adjourned the second regular session of the 101st General Assembly sine die, or with no appointed date for resumption, on May 18th, ahead of the standard May 30th date. The governor now has until July 14th to sign, veto, or let legislation become law without a signature. And remember, you can follow these and other issues facing the Missouri Senate, plus see a complete list of truly agreed to and finally passed legislation by visiting our website, senate.mo.gov. Reporting from the state capitol, I'm Dean Morgan.